Hey guys, welcome back. It's Jess with the Austin Living YouTube channel. So happy to be back with you guys today. I just wanted to jump on and talk about why buying a home is so much better than renting. Okay, I think we all can agree that renting a home has its perks, um, but buying a home is also, a great investment. It's great for your future, and this video is going to tell you why that is and why you should definitely stop renting now. You don't need to rent anymore. You can just buy that home of your dreams or buy the fixer-upper and fix it up to make it perfect. There is a lot of that going on in Austin right now, so I'm going to continue to talk about why you should stop renting and start buying right away. So, I rented all through college. I thought that was the way to go. Obviously, once I settled down, had a baby, it was like, okay, well, we need to plant some roots. And I think this story is very similar in that, in Austin especially, your rent on a decent home can be more expensive than a mortgage payment. And until you really run those numbers, I don't think, people understand how much money you can save instead of buying your home instead of renting it. And that was what happened to us. We crunched the numbers and then boom. I was like, well, this makes a little bit more sense. And I hear that from clients all the time, especially those clients that have been renting for years and just, didn't know that it was available to them. Owning a home is such a good investment. Okay, the number one reason is you want to put your money somewhere secure, right? Property is a great way to do that, especially in Austin. My dog just sneezed, so that's awesome. Okay, number one, owning is always going to yield a return on your investment. What does that mean? That means the money that you put into a mortgage, owning your home in Austin, which is a solid market right now, you're only going to get that money back down the line. Okay, homes over a year, even right now during COVID, we're increasing home values from last year. So any money that you're putting in to your mortgage or home improvements or whatever you are doing to your house to make it better and make it your own, you usually have a positive effect. And then you're also obviously keeping that money inside your investment, which is, obviously ideal. You'll have more cash for retirement later when you go to sell. Maybe, putting kids through college or, taking that vacation. It's just a more solid, investment overall. So that is our number one reason. Number two, renting is going to make your landlord rich, not you. I will say with property taxes, landlords aren't as rich as they used to be, but still, that is putting your hard-earned money in their pocket. And you want to keep that money, like I said before, put it back in your pocket, put it back in your investment. That way, in the future, you can use that money for something else, and it's not going directly into somebody else's pocket, but after month. Rent costs are up and mortgage costs are down. So what does that mean? Like I said in another video, interest rates are at an all-time low right now, 3%-ish, 3.5%. Even if you get a higher interest rate at first, you can always refinance later and get that lowered while rent costs are up. Now, typically we see a huge rent increase about August when students move back every year. With COVID, right now, rent is decreasing slightly, but it's still higher than a mortgage payment would be. So, crunch the numbers, see where you're at, get with a lender. I have an app that, I give to my clients all the time. Here, plug in your numbers. What's the down payment look like? What does the mortgage payment look like for this amount of, for this price range of homes? And then you can really see, oh wow, my $2,500 a month mortgage I'm spending that much in rent, right? Number four, we want to have stability in our lives overall. I mean, if COVID has taught us anything, it's like we're probably going to be spending some extra time at home. Our home office, we're working from home. Here we are, quarantining everyone, and so you want to really like make sure that you're secure, right? You don't want to have your landlord get foreclosed on, then you have to move. That's especially hard if you have strong ties to your neighbors or schools close by, daycares close by. You love your neighborhood. You don't want to have to move. So if you own a home and you can just kind of bank on that security. Your lease locked in for usually 15 to 30 years, depending on what kind of loan you get, and that's a great place to root down and get to know your city, town, neighborhood, and know that you're there to stay for a while, which is always great. And then number five, you can do whatever you want to your house, right? You can make it your own. You can do those DIY home renovations without having to talk to your landlord or get an approval, except for obviously permitting from the city. You can do those, fixer-upper projects if you choose to go that route. Or, if you want new construction, you can like put however many holes in the wall you want to, hanging stuff up and painting and doing all those fun projects that sometimes landlords aren't as forgiving with, or they have their own kind of set of recommendations that they like to follow. So you just get more freedom. So if you just decide, hey, I like to rent, and you're not kind of weighing all the options, well, there are some consequences, right? I mean, your landlord might decide to sell that property and then you have to leave. Maybe you decide you want to get, more pets, another vehicle, or something like that, okay, you have to pay for an extra parking spot, or here's another pet deposit that you wouldn't have to deal with normally if you're owning a home. And you need to find an agent, obviously, that can kind of walk you through the steps, crunch the numbers with you, sit down really and say, hey, neighborhoods, where are you looking at? Where do you live now? Here's what's affordable, where you're at, and here's kind of the numbers that can get you to that dream house. I think what sets us apart here at Austin Living is that we're really empathetic to making this switch from renting to buying. Whether you've relocated here, you rented the first year and that was great, and now you're ready to plant some roots, or you've rented for a while and it's time to make the switch. We really try to like I mentioned before, we have an app that you can log on, see all the numbers. We work with a variety of different lenders so you can compare interest rates, see what works out the best for you. And, we're here every step of the way to try to get you, obviously the perfect home within your ideal budget. Most renters really don't realize that they can actually afford a home here in Austin. I know home prices are crazy, but so are rent prices. So if that sounds like you or someone you know, reach out. I'd love to help you. I'd love to figure out a plan so that you can become a homeowner in 2020, maybe 2021, especially while those interest rates are super low. What sets us apart from other agencies is that we really try to work with our clients, and we give you access to our apps, a whole bunch of other resources where you can really figure out, a timeline or what would work best for your budget. And yeah, I mean, we go to bat to make sure that you can, comfortably afford what you're moving into and make it a better situation than whatever you're renting right now. Send me a message or text me at 512-521-6959. No pressure, no sales, just help, guidance. I'm on Zoom calls a lot, just answering questions and making sure people understand the market and feel comfortable with, what's going on in their lives. Finally, if you're a resident of Austin, I want to let you know that you can follow us, like us, subscribe. We also have a website where we send out weekly events, even though most of them are still kind of virtual. It is Austin after all, so people do like to get out there, social distance, but still get out there and have fun. Um, Please feel free to post any questions or comments below, concerns in the chat box, whatever you have. I always check, make sure to respond. And thank you so much for watching today. Hit subscribe, hit like, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.